That's not what I want. Okay, I'm live. Let me drop this link. Come on, just take forever. Oh. Are you still live? Haha. Hey, boy. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Who all's here? Anybody here with me? No. All right, I got to figure out what's going on. It says I have 2 live streams going at the same time, and I am not really sure how.
Oh, what are you doing?
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, mate. I'm trying to figure out
Hey,
how
it's
to.
the mouth
Um.
from the south.
Hello.
What are you trying to figure out?
Okay. I'm trying to figure out how to. Okay, I downloaded this program that I've been trying to get, and it's streaming the wrong stream, and I don't know why.
I couldn't tell you.
I think can you put her out, please?
Ah,
Ah, that sounded like a girl. All right,
yeah,
so
that's
I'm gonna
the other side of
try.
my life.
My other stream should have ended.
Are you talking about the one with Mark?
No.
What's up, everyone?
Hey, Matt.
Hey, Candy.
Hello,
Do you know who this is?
Sharon.
Looks like you redid your hair. I like it.
No, I didn't. I've been actually all day trying to get it done, and I have the dye ready to go, and I think I might start doing it now.
Oh, gotcha.
I didn't know I was on camera. I thought I had my camera off.
Yeah,
Oh, my picture.
Yeah.
Okay, my camera is off. Wait.
Yeah.
It's weird because my old picture keeps coming up and then my new picture. It's weird. I'm trying to figure out how to get this thing on. I finally got XSplit broadcasting, and I'm trying to figure out how to get it to where everybody who's watching can see the chat on my screen. So that's what I'm trying to do. Dude, can you please go? And I'm not sure how to do it.
Candy, how late do you want this thing to go tonight?
I don't know, man. I'm not even gonna say a time because every time I do.
That's why I'm asking now, so that way, we can all wind it down. Help you out a little bit, maybe sleep again. I mean, it's up to you.
I'm gonna try to call my friend.
Hopefully, Mr. Anderson will get back on a little bit. I've seen him on a couple different shows and chat. I haven't got the chance to talk to him.
I'm telling Big L he wanted the link. I told him he's added. But let me get on Twitter real quick and see if I can get some help with this because I'm trying to make it to where.
Did you ever talk to Patricia Steer?
No.
Hey, yo, Flip.
Yeah, what's up, man?
You ever looked into anything like Nephilims or what would you call it? Fallen angels, the Watchers, anything like that? B'nai
Yeah.
Elohim, sons of God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're talking about a lot of Rob stuff.
No, I'm talking about the Bible. Yeah, but Rob does a lot of on it. Yeah, he's a lot of good stuff on it. But I've been trying to go straight from the scriptures and stuff like that. It's pretty crazy, man. Pretty crazy when you really read it and you read it for what it is and you know the context in which it's speaking. And because whenever you can't just take one verse out of the Bible and understand it. You gotta read the context. You gotta understand it. You gotta read it. It's a book. You gotta read it from the beginning. You gotta understand everything that's going on so you can understand what the rest of the book is saying. It's you can't like what book are you just gonna pick up and start reading it from the middle? That's one thing I don't like going to church, because you go to church and they just read from a random, they're already on a random thing. And I understand there's different lessons in each part of the Bible, obviously, but those lessons aren't I don't feel as well established if you don't even know what the book's talking about.
You're right.
Yeah.
And people will go and like, that's why a lot of people are atheists. And that's what I've came to realize, is because, they don't even read the book. They'll read, Numbers, they'll read Deuteronomy, and they'll read Leviticus, and they'll say, oh, God, when he, massacred, he told the Israelites to go and massacre, a whole group of people. They're no longer here, but they don't read it, in the context in which those people were, they weren't even people. Yeah, they weren't even people. They were abominations. They were literally, Nephilims. They were giants. You can read it in the scripture where it talks about they came back and told the king that I forget his name, so I'm not going to misquote. I don't want to misquote it, but pretty much that before then we look like grasshoppers.
You're
we look like
talking about in
grasshoppers.
Joshua. In Numbers.
It might be Numbers. Yeah, it might be like Numbers 13:6 or something like that. I'm not sure. I don't know. Something like that.
13:22, I think.
Yeah, 13:22. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll put this out there. Me and my family, we go to church every week, and the pastor I have at my church, he likes to look into a lot of this stuff, but he doesn't really address it from the pulpit, because it's just like with science. The indoctrination inside the church is so strong that when you start talking about Nephilim and giants, I mean, look at the verse you're talking about. When the Israelites, they sent the 12 in, they come out, they said, hey, we look like grasshoppers to them. Everybody wants to say it's a metaphor. That's some kind of, poetic speech. That's not literal. And
no, they were
don't wanna take it
giants.
literal.
They were giants.
Exactly.
They were freaking huge, and we have found skeletons, and we've been finding skeletons for forever, since we can record it in like modern history. There has been findings of skeletons. The Native Americans here in America have found skeletons. They that's why they say they use the howl. They put their hand up. They say that's one of the reasons why, is because they want to see if the other man has 6 fingers. You know what I mean? To see if he has 6 fingers or not. That's part of it. That's what I heard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's part of it.
They sent those skeletons to the Smithsonian. They're hiding it. They're not putting them out. Like, they don't want anyone knowing that giants actually existed, because they want us to think that we have evolved from back then, not that they were bigger back then. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, not only that, they don't want to let us know that all of that's real in the first place, because then that would confirm the Bible, and that's the last thing they want to do. They're going to take it, oh, it's a hoax, oh, it's not real, blah, 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 oh, those pictures are Photoshopped. So you're telling me there's been accounts from all over the world of giant human bones being found. There's been elongated skulls, not human skulls, elongated skulls found all over the world, especially in Peru. These things are crazy when you look at them, and it's real. These people aren't lying. You know what I mean? Like, why would they go and lie about that? These are archaeologists that went and they found these things. It's what they do for a living, It's like, oh, we can believe Neil deGrasse Tyson, but we can't believe this Christian archaeologist. Like, come on, like you know what I mean? Like, in my mind, I'm going to believe the Christian archaeologist, because I grew up in church. Most of my my family, they're all pretty much Christian. Like, most of my Christian friends and family are great people. You know what I mean? They would never harm anyone. They would never go out of their way to hurt anyone. And it's because they're, not necessarily because they're Christian, but because they're good people. And most Christians are good people. Not all Christians, but most Christians are good people.
Yeah.
So I'm going to believe a Christian archaeologist over Neil deGrasse Tyson, who believes
it's not just that. It's that
anything.
if they have an agenda, like if they're hiding it for a reason, then you have to start getting suspicious. Like, are you just hiding any kind of evidence that will validate the Bible?
Yeah, they will. Yeah. That's right. The whole point. Yeah.
How does Neil deGrasse Tyson not know what the hell we're talking about is more accurate than what he's talking about? So I understand.
But because we're not Neil deGrasse Tyson, nobody takes us as seriously. And that's just cold, hard facts.
Yeah, but how could he have not looked at the information? How could he not?
Yeah, I don't know. And it's funny, every culture except one culture the Sumerian, it was like the Sumerian text or whatever,
Uh-huh.
accounts for the Great Flood and Noah are like, 8 people, getting off the boat after the Great Flood. Every culture pretty much, accounts for that. Every ancient text we have, if you look from the Epic of Gilgamesh, you look at all these ancient tablets and all these ancient artifacts and scriptures that we have and accounts, historical accounts that we have that are from thousands of years ago, thousands of years ago. Why wouldn't we believe what they're saying? Why are we going to discredit what they're saying? If they're saying that they're giants back then and there was a great flood that happened and there was 8 people that survived on the great flood and then got off the boat.
Not only that, Matt, a lot of times they want to bring up, well, if Noah's flood really happened and it was true, then why don't we find the ark? The people get off the ark, and they have to build houses. They got to build shelters. Why would you go?
Yeah, you're cutting out pretty
Yeah,
bad.
you're not coming through good, Flip. Can't hear you, Flip.
Trees to try. Had a big freaking boat made of wood apart and start building
Flip.
fences for your dunk.
Flip, we can't hear you, bud.
Breaking up. You're breaking up. You're breaking up.
Sound check.
Yeah. Nobody hear me?
1, 2.
Yeah, we can hear you.
5 by 5. Too loud, echo.
No, not you,
You
Mr.
sound
Anderson.
good.
You're perfectly fine. It's Flip. It's his
Roger that.
reception is bad.
All right, can you hear me now?
Hi, everyone. I'm Mr. Anderson. Okay.
Hi, Mr. Anderson.
Hey, Mr. Anderson, what's up?
Hi, Mr. Anderson, and hi,
Hey,
everybody.
Mr. Anderson. Hey,
The
Candy.
sun,
Hey, Matt.
sun, the moon.
Where's
Hey, what's up?
Meow. I always say meow to Felix.
Hello.
Hi, Felix.
Hi.
Yo, Flip, are you there? Did he leave the call?
Oh, he's probably gonna
He dropped.
jump back in. He's on the road. He's over the road driver, so he had
Yeah.
That happens.
yeah.
Happened to me all day
Something
today.
interesting
What happened to the satellites?
now. Good question.
Satellites.
All right, can you hear me now?
They got hit by Nibiru.
Yes, sir.
Those are those bright flashes we've been seeing in the sky every once in a while.
Yeah. mhm.
Flip, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you
Okay.
hear me?
Yes, sir.
Oh, did we lose Matt?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Yeah, I can hear you. Now continue what you were
Matt's
saying because
here.
I was definitely interested.
What did you hear?
I didn't hear much, but I heard that you were going off on something that I'm interested in as
The
far
ark,
as the
the ark.
Nephilim. Yeah, the ark. Yeah.
Okay, so they want to use proof for the reason there was never a Noah's flood because we never found Noah's ark. Now, if you think about it, over in the mountains of Ararat, they have a place that's called the City of Eight, the Valley of Eight. All this, they found this place. Okay, whether that's real or not, I don't know. But just use common sense here. If you just you're stepping onto a land, okay, obviously there was some small sapling trees at least growing. But you've got to build houses, you got to build shelters, you've got to build fences to keep the animals in that you're gonna raise, your cattle, your sheep, or whatever. Why would you go cut down saplings and try to do this, or just use a big old freaking boat you just stepped off of? So I believe that's the reason why we will never find Noah's Ark. I don't believe it's out there to be found because I believe if you find it, you're going to find out it's made into houses or fences or whatever else.
No, I completely agree. Yeah, that's definitely what happened. Why? That's common sense.
But,
And,
I mean,
and that's
you
why
get these
that
people-
question never even like bothered me when people ask it. It's like because if you're that ignorant to think that they didn't use all of that wood to build their houses with, then like I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know. and you know that wood got created places. They didn't just stay where, you know what I mean? They created it wherever they wanted to go. You know what I mean? They had to create it places, you know, like it wasn't just like, oh, we're just going to make our mountain right here on Ararat. Like, no, our home right here on Ararat. No, they probably were like, let's go find the best place. And they probably went and found the prettiest place, and they took all the stuff there.
Oh, absolutely. And
If you do some research, they have found like the outline of an ark. Or like the top of it, just
well, I mean, besides even finding an ark, just geological evidence itself is enough to prove that there had to have been a massive flood. I mean, when you have cider trees, you know, cypress trees, I mean, sticking straight up in the ground through basalt and like all of this other stuff. I mean, what, the cypress tree sat there for millions of years while the basalt just grew and the lime rock just grew over it. No, it was compressed down there. It was from a massive flood. Why do you think we have so much coal and oil and all of that stuff? You know, that stuff doesn't happen. You know, it has to happen. A flood is the only, you know, that's where you find it in swamps and stuff like that. It's rich with oil and stuff like that. Like it's what, you know, that's what it is. There's floods. Floods are what do it. You know what I mean? We've had to have had a massive flood. You know, that's just the way it is. All of the geological evidence that we have points to a flood. Whenever you find seashells on top of Mount Everest and all through the Appalachian Mountains and all through the Himalayas and all through everywhere, you can go anywhere. You can go. They found big whales buried in the desert down in Chile. You know what I mean? The most, you know, arid desert in the world. Tell me why they're finding whales in the middle of the desert.
Oh yeah,
cool stuff in the Everest. They literally next to Mount Everest sell the shells. They sell the shells that they find on Mount Everest. It's funny.
Oh yeah, I've heard.
It's ironic. It's like, okay, so you're telling me that those shells just, you know, it's like, come on, get out of here. It was a flood. It was a flood. A flood happened. It was a massive flood. And Noah's Ark was real. That's why we're here. And every culture in the world agrees with it. The Chinese in their ancient texts agree with it. Everyone. You know, everyone does. The Muslims, everyone. You know what I mean? Everyone will tell you that there was a flood. You know, everybody. It doesn't matter who you are. There was a flood. Yes, sir. What's up?
How do you spell Noah? Noah.
Noah. Yeah.
So Noah's Ark is 33.
No way.
That's funny. And you know, there's something. The reason why they think they can still find this ark in its complete fashion is because of the wood it was made out of, the gopher wood. Or the shittim wood, whichever reference you want to take to it, that is one of the few woods in the world that's waterproof. And what I mean is you can take that wood and stick it in the ground and bury a piece of that wood in the ground 10 years later, dig it up, and it's still the same. It's amazing what that wood is. The trees in Israel now are protected. You can't cut them down. You can't take a leaf off of them. You're going to go to jail for it. But, I mean, they got trees over there that are as big around as 15-passenger vans of this gopher wood. Pretty neat.
Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't know that.
All right, people. I got to go to bed. I have to be up. I got to meet my boss in the morning stupid early, and I don't want to. But I got to get sleep, or I'm going to be crazy.
All right, Zulu.
All right. I will talk to you guys.
See ya.
Have a good night, guys.
Tomorrow, right? It's Friday?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Friday.
Oh, freaking weekend all over again. Too funny. Oh, that's awesome. All righty. Good night.
Good night.
All right.
Night.
Bye-bye.
Hey Matt,
Yo.
if you would accept my Hangouts invite, I have a Bible study I've been working on. I have only the intro down, but you could probably see where I'm trying to go with it. It has some good research in there if you want to check it out. I'm going to send you the link.
Okay.
About the
All
Nephilim.
right. Hey, actually, I'm gonna get off of here real quick, y'all. I'll be right back. Okay.
All right, man.
Okie dokie.
Candy, what are you doing?
Secret. No, I'm trying to
Secret?
figure out this new program that I downloaded that I told you I asked Be Rich about. And why does it say that I have an incoming call on Google Hangouts.
Maybe somebody's trying
Oh, it says that you're trying to
call.
call.
Yeah.
Wait, what's going on here? Okay,
Caller.
I'm just now checking this. Hey,
Thank
Mr.
you.
Anderson, how are you?
Hello. Candy, as you recall, I told you XSplit is extremely complicated. It takes a minute, you know. I would just stick with what you got going now because it's working.
Yeah. The calls work for like, you know, one-on-one comments or you know, conversations. But sometimes people try to call you, you know, to join the hangout. It gets distracting.
Is that Felix?
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey.
Felix.
Uh,
Felix. Felix.
Yeah.
What were you just saying? I'm sorry.
Sometimes people call, like make a phone call, like push the call button to try to join the hangout. Do you know what I'm saying? That works good for like if you just want to like call somebody on your, you know, contact list or whatever. But to join the hangout, it's kind of distracting to try to get somebody in like that. So if it's somebody worth, you know, answering, maybe they get the link.
Okay, I think it was like I'm looking at it and it says that Carl called, said a missed call from Carl, and so I think that he just didn't see the link or something. I don't know.
He's here now.
Yeah, I know. It was 6 minutes ago though. I had just saw it flashing up on top of my screen, and I just checked it.
Okay. Yay.
How is everybody?
I'm doing all right. How about you? You?
I'm good. Hi, Flip. Hi, Felix.
hello.
Hi, Ben.
Hi, Carl.
You on the
I'm
bus?
I'm in a underground waiting for a subway train. Oops, sorry.
Mm.
Oh, did you just get off work?
Yes.
Hey, Candy.
Yeah.
Would you take a minute and just kind of introduce me? Because these people probably wondering who I am, except for one in the chat.
I
John
know
Smith.
you. This is Kathleen.
Yeah, they all know who you are, Mr. Anderson.
Oh, do they?
I think
Yeah.
Mr.
on-
Anderson.
Okay,
Been
so
is
expecting
that
you.
Big L?
Yeah.
wow.
I couldn't get on my other account. I have to come on this one.
Somebody had a question
I
for
was
me.
about to say,
I don't remember.
very feminine.
Oh, yeah, it's a shirt.
Yeah, I think everybody pretty much knows who you are, Mr. A. I mean, they basically know you as my friend. I tried to introduce you the first night you came on, but somebody was being not the first night, but last night, whenever I got frustrated and I wasn't speaking very much, but I tried to introduce you like 7 times and I kept getting talked over.
Oh, yeah, your
But
mic
Mr.
is
Anderson,
muted?
No, I wasn't muted. That's why I got even more mad. But Mr. Anderson has been around me for, well, I've been knowing him only through YouTube for a very long time, like about a year now. Like I said, I didn't know about the live chats for Flat Earth, but we are members of a alternative news group with iCitizens.news, Underground World News. Just a couple people that we religiously, faithfully follow, and pretty much the only news people we trust, even though they're not mainstream. Mr. Anderson has actually went to the inauguration with them and got to go do some journalism.
Got to get pepper sprayed.
That was pretty cool. But there's a whole group of people that they're really good at what they do, and they're truthful about everything. And they're the type of people also that if they accidentally give you false information, they will come back, make edits to their video or delete their video and make a video about why they deleted it. So You guys check them out. It's icitizens.net is his website, or Be Rich is Be Rich. He's got a couple of channels. You can't miss him. He's iCitizen News. He's got Be Rich. He's pretty good. So if you can't find somebody to trust when it comes to that stuff, you can trust them.
Thanks, Candy. I'll put my name. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off. I'll put my name in the chat there, and if you want to check me out, just push on my name if you know how to do that. Probably you all do.
Nice to meet people. Nice to meet you, Mr. Anderson. You're a journalist. Cool.
Yeah, it is. Like, I've met some of the best people throughout this journey here. Like, I've met better friends online than I have in real life.
Yeah, it'd be nice if we all kind of lived in the same town or something, because then you can actually hang out.
I know.
All right.
I know. Well, that's another thing too. Be Rich is pretty cool. He's holding a what is he calling it? A truthers meeting, and they're renting out like a place and invited everybody to come. And obviously I can't go to. And actually, let me tell you about how good these people are. A few people, because we've been talking to each other nearly at least 2 or 3 times a week for the last year. And a couple of the girls in that group that I'm in, they actually offered to pay for me to go if I make sure, like, if I promise I go, they'll pay for it. And it's like, you can't find people like that. Mr. Anderson has done something very nice for my kids as well. Like, it's really hard to find good people, and it's crazy how when you do find them, they're halfway across the country, and that kind of sucks. But there is ways, to, and then the video call thing, you can sleep next to somebody and they're in another dang state. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Candy, I would say, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, there's very few genuine people left.
Go ahead, Flip. You are not lying.
No, I was gonna say, I was gonna say you were wrong about people being halfway across the country, but you're right. 90% of the time, I'm halfway across the country from you.
Yeah, I'm so grateful for that. Y'all, Flip lives in my town.
You're lucky.
Kathleen lives in my state. Close enough.
Kathleen, yes, I do remember you somehow. I remember the tree.
Yeah. Hey, Kathleen, I made a video. It's in the chat. My first.
I'm looking at it now. That's an awesome title.
Nice.
Mr. Anderson, wanted to thank you for your service.
What's his
I
name?
was in the service myself.
It's a company thing.
Thank you.
Let me see. I want to see. And I want to see for a reason. Let me see it.
It's not pulled up. Just look it up.
My daughter just came in my room and laughing like she doesn't know what we're going through over here. She's looking at me like, why are you so mad? Like, oh my God, like freaking out, because she just come in my room and said that somebody's hacking people's YouTubes and changing their
it's a security thing. It's not like an actual hack. It's just
changing their what are they changing?
Their titles.
Changing the titles to their videos and
their
stuff.
Descriptions.
And their descriptions. And they're making videos about it. Like, it's funny. So I want to know what the person's name is that
it's a company. It's not an actual hack. But it's a hack. They're getting hacked. But it doesn't really matter because all they're doing is changing the titles.
And you know what's weird, y'all? It says, like, on the actual video of this live stream, it says only one person's watching. But on here, it says 39 people are. Like, I'm kind of confused.
You have more than one stream that you started.
Yeah, I saw that. I ended the other one, but I'm trying to figure out how. Maybe you can help me with it. I've set up everything on good Lord, Candy, think. XSplit, and it's set it like it's stream. Let me screen share. Hold on.
It was funny because Roman Atwood posted on Twitter and he took a screenshot of his videos and he was like, I mean, I gotta give these guys props at some point.
Okay, show me later, okay, please. Because I want to know who's doing it. If you find that out, please.
Armine.
Huh?
Armine.
What I would
Let me see.
recommend, Candy, is
I wanna
to
hear it.
go live like this, but have it a private video
Also
and
got hacked
just
by this
kind
as
of
well.
practice.
Listen, y'all.
Got changed.
Your battery just died?
No.
What happened?
Let me see.
What's the number? Password, I guess it was right. All right, y'all, listen to this. This is what she's watching.
Sing that very big all the time. She got all of her titles changed too, and there's a bunch of other YouTubers here. Good Mythical Morning, a very big YouTube channel that I like to watch a lot. These guys are really awesome. Rhett and Link, I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard of them before. They got all of their channels changed, and it looks like Armand was able to compromise all these YouTubers' channels here. Now, the big YouTube vlogger known as Logan Paul also got hacked by this as well. Literally, all of his titles got changed by Armand. So I don't know what's a few titles back, but it still looks like Armine has still changed most of the titles on his channel, which really sucks. And then actually, if you go to the link in the channel title and description, you can see that it links to Armine's security trailer on their YouTube channel. That's right. So for some reason, it links this weird intro video. I think it's for Armine here.
So I guess we gotta watch out for this too.
It says, welcome to Armine's official channel where we upload our news and we give some security tips. Subscribe to our channel to keep you
It's
updated
doing
with
it
the
to people
latest
that have
hacks.
like 10 million followers, which is the people that I watch.
Actually started their own channel and they're promoting their channel.
All right. Did y'all hear that?
Yep.
That's creepy.
That's
stuff. Do that.
Destiny, I can't hear. Thank you. Turn it down.
Yo, Felix, that's a cool picture.
Thanks.
Cartoon is this?
Wait, the video? What is it?
No, Felix's profile picture.
Oh yeah, and he posted a video of it in the chat too. That's what I thought you were talking about.
Oh, one of the networks that like all of them are under, everyone that was hacked on this one, like some part of the network was compromised, so that's how they were able to do it. They're not going to do it to you, and they're trying to make themselves known. They have a YouTube channel.
So what happened, Mark? Oh, he's gone. What happened on Mark's channel, y'all?
Oh, you talking about with Matt and the hacker?
yeah,
Not the hacker, the troll? And Mark's cell phone, and he'd pick it up, and it first started out like you know, whatever, flat earther, and then it just progressively went on from flat earther, it'd hang up, and then they'd call back and be like, you know, suck a bag of balls, flat earther, or you're a flat earth fag, or whatever. It just kept on. So Matt got irritated, and so Matt was like, let me talk to him, and then Matt just went off like, you fucking pussy, I'll whoop your ass, come over here and I'll take care of you. And okay, whatever. But anyway, so that's what happened. That went on for about 20 minutes, I'd say.
Well, he called back and because he was watching, so he called back and he insulted him again, and then he got really pissed.
Okay, so when I look at the watch page, it looks like the chat that we had going closed out at 9 minutes 2 seconds.
Right.
Now,
We're losing you, Kathleen.
Wait, you're cutting out really bad.
That's what happens when you're underground.
Find you a satellite.
Are you talking about this live hangout right now on the watch page?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what she said.
I mean, everything's fine for me. Everything's updating. The numbers are changing. Everything's like it's okay on my end. What's that?
I don't think she
She's muted. We didn't hear you, Kat.
But to turn on chat in your live, go to Creator Studio here. Go to Video Manager.
I guess she doesn't hear us.
So what's the problem actually?
I don't know what she's trying to say, but the weird thing is it says that there's only one person watching right now.
Every time you refresh?
Mm-hmm.
That's weird. I got 40 people watching right now.
It says that in the Hangouts.
Oh, wait, where in the, oh, okay, maybe only you can see it. That is weird.
It's probably just glitchy.
Weird.
Yo, can someone else turn on their video? I feel like I'm talking to myself.
Yeah, well, let me show you why my video is not on. Let's see. I look like crap.
No,
like
you
I was
don't.
supposed to be done
Okay.
preparing.
Wait, you're blurry. Did you turn it off? Nope, you look good. You're fine. Mr. Anderson, what happened?
He said test. I don't know. I said, what? I didn't study.
Somebody in the chat is saying that you have another stream open and to shut it down.
It's already shut down.
Oh. Okay. Matt is back.
What's up?
Hey, Carl.
How's it going,
Carl.
Sharon? Dude, the strangest thing happened, right? I had my power pack plugged into my phone. I stood up and somehow launched it across my bedroom and couldn't find it for like 15 minutes.
What were you looking for?
My like auxiliary power pack, the thing that like I plug it in just like my phone, it charges up, and then it's got like a backup power supply. So I had that plugged in like a charger, and I stood up and I must have snagged it on my coffee table, and it went flying across the room. I looked under my bed, I looked under the coffee table, and it was like on the couch, like on the other side of the room. I don't know how it flew that far, but it was pretty amazing.
Wow.
So did some people just drop? What happened?
Yeah, Mr. Anderson's not getting audio or something. Big L is not here anymore. Yeah, Candy, actually, the other one is still on, so...
Yep. Very weird.
What the heck? That's so weird because it's... Let me see.
What, do you have two things live right now?
Yeah, and the link kept taking me to the other one that just had one person posting in chat, but wasn't actually the live stream.
That's what you were talking about.
Huh, police activity at the BART station. Wonder what's happening.
All right, well, Candy, don't paste the link anywhere else. We'll just add everybody from here. Now that I'm back.
No, I'm not. Wait, let me see which one's on my Okay.
Hi, Kathleen.
Hi, Carl.
How was your day?
Really good. Thank you. How's your day?
Yeah.
Good.
It was good. It was good. I did a bunch of physical labor earlier and my back kind of hurts.
Oh.
But that's you. Let's see.
Well, the police are looking for somebody.
I'm gonna get this figured out, y'all.
Well, we're just sitting here riding along with you.
Right.
At least I am.
More like you're taking us all for a ride. Hey, look, Mr. Anderson's back.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a couple of streams going that are interfering. I thought somebody was hacking
Yeah,
you.
I'm gonna get this figured out.
They're not. You just had 2 streams going. Man, I look weird.
Yeah, I know. I closed one out. Like I don't.
It's an XSplit issue.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah. Candy, I gave up on XSplit. It takes a lot of practice to do a private live.
Well, I'm trying to get some help.
Was there one on the panel here that had a question for me? I can't remember. From earlier today, was it Felix?
I don't remember.
Flip? Wish I knew more people here. Oh, I think it was Carl.
Well, I've seen you around.
Is he digitizing?
Yep.
Or is it just me? Okay.
Flip, if you turn off your video, maybe your audio will come through without interruptions. Maybe it's using too much bandwidth with your video as well.
Oh, where?
Is he on a mobile phone without headphones?
Well, yeah, well, some of them work without headphones, but yeah, he's driving, so he might pop in and pop out sometimes, depending on where he's at.
Yeah, it could be that. Did anybody catch what he asked me? It was like he'd seen me around or something.
All right, can you hear me now?
Oh, there we are.
Yes, sir.
I'm up here in Podunk, West Virginia. There's just not very good cell service up here.
Okay.
But you can find a good hillbilly to work on your truck if you break down, that's for sure.
I already found a good hillbilly. And he's
Yeah,
a
I seen that
politician or something.
Oh, you met the political hillbilly. Cool.
And definitely one of the most enlightened and unusual and original. Funny, knowledgeable. I'm just very impressed, but mostly because he trusted me for a minute, and just trusted me to go on a show and be respectful. And, it's so hard to trust people nowadays. It is.
You ain't lying.
He's a good guy, if you're respectful in his show and everything. I mean, he'll have you back, and if you got information to share, and he's a really good guy. He just asks the same of other people.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Mr. Anderson, I didn't
go.
I didn't realize you had made it on to Hillbilly Show this morning. I was chatting with you briefly. I mean, very briefly. I'd ask you about if you thought we were on the premise of going into World War III.
I don't
what
remember.
they say.
I hope not.
Yeah, I hope not either, but it's kind of, I mean, it just looks at like what we're doing. It not only looks like we may be going into World War III, instigating World War III.
And that is very frustrating to me because we're supposed to be the good guys, right?
Right.
Yes, indeed. Supposed to be.
But then all along we've found out that there's been other parties, shall we say, that's manipulating the game, if you will.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, you know, you just take Syria alone. I mean, we're violating international law by going into there. We're not supposed to be in there. I think it's according to the Treaty of Versailles. Invited Russia in to help against the rebels. We were never invited in, and we just kind of kicked the door open and said, "Here we come."
So do you think there are still factions in the US that are funding ISIS?
Say it again.
Do you think there are still certain factions in the US funding ISIS, actually funding them and recruiting terrorists for that organization, Al Qaeda, and sending them into Syria and other countries?
I can say I think there is.
Absolutely.
That's for sure. And I mean, and nobody wants to own up to the fact that they were created
by us.
State. Yeah. So it
So
would not surprise me a bit. We found it out.
So did you hear what the what Assad was saying today? Was it today or yesterday? I can't remember. Like, he was not taking responsibility for the sarin attack, the chemical weapons attack. He was saying, I have no intentions. Basically, we don't even have those weapons. But he was basically kind of turning the blame back onto us, and that not like us as in, you know, us as a country. It's just like people in our country that are doing this behind the scenes. Like, and then I was watching the news. They were just like kind of just completely shattering his credibility, saying like, oh, you know, this guy, like basically saying, oh, he shouldn't even have a fair trial for like making these accusations. Like, you know, who does he think he is? Kind of sort of tone there. And I was getting pissed off. Like, are you guys reporting on any facts actually, or are you just looking for someone to blame?
I don't think they're playing the blame game. They're playing, and you know, it's kind of pre-set up. I was watching a Russian station, and an American, I can't even remember what broadcasting company she was working for. She had asked Lavrov a question, and if he would answer in English, and the American counterpart answered in English, and then when the mic came to Lavrov, even though he can speak English quite well, he just answered in Russian. I sat back and laughed. But essentially what he said was that you know, what happened, you know, it was uncalled for, and, you know, they're going to be doing an investigation because the timing is really bizarre from when the gas attack happened and who did it, and when the supposed missiles hit the, you know, the base there. I just hear our president saying a bunch of crazy stuff coming out of his mouth, and I don't understand who's giving him the narrative, and that he's speaking this way Yeah.
For real. I mean, that is actually how he is.
Yeah. I mean, one thing I've got to say about Trump is people are like, well, he's doing what he said he was doing. He's not. None of his
No.
policies have taken place.
Yeah,
Not one of them.
Flip, as someone who sort of was rooting for him, like, you know, he was kind of the anti-establishment candidate, and I thought, you know, that's something, you know, I could get behind. But, you know, now he's in office, he's doing things that he said he wouldn't do, and that's what, like, now I'm backing out. Like, I don't know if I can support your decisions. Like, you know, I had hope for you, but now you're not, you know, following through on your campaign promises. So I don't know what to think. Like, I'm just sitting back and watching. I'm not like being overly like expressive about how I feel anymore.
And Sharon, I think we were all, just about all of us were like that. Not everybody, but I mean, a lot of us voted for Trump. I mean, one of the reasons we didn't want to see the wicked witch of Benghazi get in power. I mean, good night. That would have been horrible. But and we thought, yeah, he's going to be the anti-establishment. He's going to come in. He's going to change things. He's going to get this country back in order. And it seems like, well, look in the last week, just in the last week, since he bombed Syria especially, the media has totally flipped. They were anti-Trump. Hillary and Obama were anti-Trump. And ever since he's bombed Syria, they have all jumped behind him and been like, oh, he's making great decisions and he's doing this and that. It's wonderful. And I just believe, personally, I believe somehow he's been compromised.
I agree. I think the Zionists got to him, or whatever you want to call him.
It's the shadow government, and I don't know if they're Zionists or not, but there's definitely, you know, something going on. You know, I figured he would cave. Definitely, he would cave.
Right, because there's got to be a group of people making the decisions, and he's kind of
yeah. I mean, Rockefeller just died. He was one of those kinds of people. There's plenty more people like him.
Unfortunately, George Soros.
Exactly. Yeah, did you hear they won't even let him in Hungary?
Don't trigger me.
Yeah, I heard that.
He's on
I've heard they have a lot of places that he's wanted on, wanted in.
He's wanted in Russia. He's
he's a Nazi war criminal, and you triggered me. You did it.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just seems to me like, you know, it's kind of like, you know, they can tell somebody, you know, we're gonna stack tires to your neck, you know, and you have no choice, you know. They just part their hair and put the gun up against their head, you know. This is what you're gonna do. And I really, you know, I haven't had C-SPAN for a while because a lot of times, you know, I would rely on just, you know, checking out C-SPAN, you know, for certain things, decisions and stuff like that, you know, would be made. And a lot of times, you know, you'll see a vote go down in the Senate or in the Congress, and then it just gets whacked. And it's like, wow, I just saw that they said no to this or yes to that, and then all of a sudden it's a complete 180. So it's hard to even say, you know, if your congressman that you voted for is, you know, able to, you know, does their vote even count?
Hey, I've got to jump off here. I'll be back on in a few minutes. I got to switch out trailers, but
Alrighty.
I'll talk to you in a few.
Yoki dokie.
Yeah, I liked what you said, Felix.
It's almost like it's a stall or something, you know, and I don't know. I just like to call these forces the fallen, and they're everywhere and nowhere at all at the same time, you know. And
Absolutely.
what
It's like everyone's their puppet.
Yeah, and probably with the responsibility of, every person in the world, is to start standing up, and there's a good truth movement going on. Sure, we can do the research or we can uncover things, but activism has to be strong. But I'm not saying go out in the streets like, George Soros puppet or anything like that, but, at the same time, there can be things that, we can do, because I have a feeling by 2023, this United States government is going to be a whole different entity than what it's been set up to be in the last 120 years. It's going to change big time. We can look forward to it or backward to it, either way, but there's going to be a change. I hope we're all okay. That's all I've got to say. There's going to be a lot of angry people,
Are you saying that you're expecting something major to happen? That okay. Like, what do you speculate what that might be?
I think the government's going to completely change. Either, how it's run, like, how you have the Congress, the Senate, the president, you have those, three particular, areas. There's certain seats, there's certain settings. That's going to change. I don't know how exactly, but just look at it as another repeat of like our American Revolution. Back in the late 1700s, a new form of government came about, but it has been so distorted and so shit upon. Excuse my English here, and it's turning out to be something that it was not intended to be in the first place. And something's got to change about it. And I guess we can be the change, those things that we reject as, good people, we reject, racism. We reject, I mean, build a wall. Are you kidding me? I mean, what about the animals? What about things that, what about the water? What, all this stuff that, becomes like memes or indoctrinations for people that watch TV news and hang on to these certain sayings, you know what I mean? They repeat them over and over and over in certain areas. Media, that's got to change too. The truth has to be told.
Right, because when you're bringing focus to all of those things, and now you're, like you said, constitutional rights that like.
They're crapping all over the Bill of Rights and the Constitution. I mean, it just a regular traffic stop. I mean, sometimes those things happen to us that way,
When that starts happening, you got to be careful because you don't know what else might get taken away next.
Yeah, right away. Yeah, it's just. I think the next step is advancement in our sciences and technologies. So whoever's involved in that, brace yourself, because there's going to be a complete overhaul of academia as well.
Right.
I mean, I look forward to, my grandchildren, learning, and, they're both girls, being successful at things, that they can be successful at, and I hope there's the narrow-mindedness that we're experiencing now, and people seem slammed into opinions and sides, and I'm not really that big of a liberal. I mean, I used to be when I was young, but then I started to see how things change, after
Right.
it's just I started to not to be like so really super conservative, but I look at it, the usage of words. I mean, I'm not serving the con. You know what I mean? They can F off. And I don't know. What do you think of that, Mr. Anderson? Or anyone?
I think that Jesus is coming and he's pissed. That's all.
Have you noticed though, like the worse things get, there's like another side to it. Like there's things that are getting better, like this whole flat Earth movement. I mean, just the I guess the what do you call it? The disclosure of which is like now it's opening people's eyes, and people are starting to really care about the things that are valuable instead of chasing things that aren't valuable and or like what they've told us to value. And I don't know, just like happening getting worse.
Let me give you a better answer. My personal belief is that there is a struggle between good and evil, yin yang, however you want to put it. And there's a fine line in that balance. But that balance area, let's look at the yin yang thing. That's where the struggle's at. There's good people, there's bad people. There's some people that want to control other people. It's a loaded question, and that's the brief answer.
Really quick, Candy, it's been confirmed that the other stream is off. And also, I don't know if you know Sub Johnny, but he's asking you if he can call in for 10 minutes. You're breaking up.
I can't hear you, Candy.
We see your lips moving, but no sound. No, that's still not working. Maybe you should try and leave the call and come back. Or check your settings, your audio input.
Audio.
Your lips move, but I can't hear what you're saying.
Can you hear me? Can the people in the chat hear me?
I can hear you.
Can the people in the chat hear me?
I can hear you outside too. You can hear me.
Hello? Hello?
I hope Candy rejoins, or we've only got a couple of minutes.
Or maybe restart. Just do a new one, since there were issues with 2 live hangouts at the same time.
There she is. Yay. You
Wait,
made it back.
Is it still live or did it cut out?
You're fine. Just adjust your mic on your panel, on your control panel.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that on my phone. Is it too loud?
A little bit.
How about now?
Yeah, still.
Is Vincent helping you?
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, he told me to hit F5, but that's what kicked me out. So.
Maybe, because I think, I don't know. See, now the other one says live again. I don't know.
Yeah, I think the F5 trick, you hit it once, it takes you out, you hit it again, and it brings you right back.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, nice to know. But I kind of want to see how to. I'm trying to use this program that I just got, and so I'm going to stay on my phone for just a second and see if I can figure this out.
Maybe you could move your mic away from your mouth, your voice a little bit.
Oh, I'm so stupid. I'm thinking I'm using my headphones and I'm not. Let me see. How about now?
Maybe about a few more inches. Try again.
Good.
Ooh.
Just give me just a second.
Okay, you're a little bit clearer. Woo!
Yeah, let me turn this vibration off.
Mine's going off too, though.
I think Mr. Anderson got kicked off too.
He's here. He's just muted.
All right, my vibration's off, so
Whoop! He just fell off.
oh shit.
Oh my gosh. So wait, so Carl left and he can't come back either? Is that what's happening right now?
What?
Are people not able to get back on?
I don't know why. Maybe when I get Vinny said I need to get back on my laptop, and that's what I'm doing now. So maybe that's why.
Hey.
Hey,
You came back.
I've been trying out some things.
I'm hardwired, so if I can be of any assistance.
You're hardwired, huh?
Pretty hardwired too. This is, from what I understand, one of the reasons why YouTube is going to eliminate Hangouts.
What?
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 What?